I was like, okay, I know where he's gonna be. He's gonna be coming from my rearming side, because that's where he was chasing me. I was thinking it's gonna be an easy takedown, but you're gonna see how close this is gonna be. We actually bonk his wing. My prop is fine, and our plane is fine, and we somehow survive this. I don't know, dude. Hey guys, it's me, MeAdmiralStarks, back with another video, and today we are responding to another comment, and this is the comment in the question. Still waiting for the IAR at BR5, but not in a game like this where the enemy is putting up no resistance at all and only spawns BR1 planes. This guy is resembling back to, I think, one of the, what did we play? What did we just play? The Lag 311 or something at top tier. And the enemies were spawning like only low tier planes, and it looked like I'm amazing. And well, what can I say? We are gonna take this thing out in a top tier. I really can't control what enemies spawn. There are gonna be there's gonna be some top tier planes, yes. There's gonna be some P-38s, which honestly are faster, climbs better, and turns better than this thing, so that's already a tough fight. So why are we taking this thing out in battle rating 5? Because for some reason this thing is BR1. This thing is battle rating 1, the Romanian aviation built 81C fighter with some really cool quirks and features. So you have two 7.92 FN Browning machine guns, two MG151 20 mils, you got pair of 50 kilo bombs wing mounted, which you drop first, and then you have your typical German 250 kilo bomb straight in the middle. It's a nice fast fighter chassis, which means you can fight with planes easy peasy. Those MG151s, I still feel like they really underperform in terms of damage, because you sometimes need to like do a lot of hits to do any damage. But then after everything else you've done, you have the 250 that's gonna take out a loads of infantry and, well, every single tank in the game if you are accurate enough. Now, where this thing lacks in terms of top tier, it is obviously much slower and climbs slower and accelerates slower, and full turn times in the game for most of the planes are more or less the same, but this probably has a couple of seconds off from the top tier. It is fully upgraded, as you can see, and yeah, if you play this battle rating 3 and below, this is absolutely OP. I mean, there are some planes that can still compete with this, but it is really, really good. So today we're going to take it out in Normandy, and then we're going to have a little snippet at the end in Berlin as well. Thank you so much for joining, guys, and let's see how we do. So, as I mentioned, we are in airfield west invasion. We are attacking, and by the time we actually spawn the plane, our team is already touching on to the cap zone. You can see me marking this enemy tank, and it's instantly taken out by explosive pack. That was Mr. M26 Pershing, and he's gone instantly, no questions asked. And you can see the team's actually doing really, really well on the first point. We spot these pink tracers, and I kind of try to anticipate to shoot in its path, and then I notice, oh, wait a minute, there's another one, and that's a P-38. And we kind of ignored the P-38 for a little bit, because I was like, okay, he's probably going to go and do his run. As you can see, the kill feed, M8 rockets in the kill feed. So like, okay, he's done his run, so we might have a couple of seconds here to deal with this guy. And you will see that we are doing solid speed, but this guy is still really, really fast, and that is definitely the one thing that you will feel playing this thing in top tier, because where this is really, really good in many aspects in the game, you will feel that just the speed and pure power of the engine is just not there to match top tier planes. We finally catch this guy turning. I think it's a P-47, looks like a P-47. He's trying to maneuver, and at this stage we're just trying to do the most amount of damage we can, because I know there's gonna be that P-38 soon coming, and here it is. And very annoyingly, it is the very beginning of the game. We drop bombs to make myself lighter. Don't actually know if it works. Traditional move up and over. But annoyingly, it's the very beginning of the match, and we've got a severe wing damage. There goes a P-47, crashed on its own, and we completely bamboozled the P-38, and he crashes into the ground. So I'll take that kill to myself. Now, at this stage, with that right wing, every single time I want to do like a pull on a stick, the plane drags massively to the right. Like, we are so compromised in terms of turning. If we want to turn left, it is slow and sluggish. If we want to turn right, we constantly need to fight against it. Now, later on in this battle, you will actually see that my rudder is constantly compensating for the wing, and it's constantly towards the left side, because the plane is just pulling to the right side. Every single time when I want to pull, it just wants to roll towards the right side. We completely ditched the rearming because we spot an enemy aircraft. Now I can explain the reasons why we didn't continue with our rearming, because if we would have gone to get bombs and more rounds, he would have gone rearming as well, and we might end up going on a head-on. I'd rather go for a very, very long chase until he turns instead of go for a head-on. So at least we hopefully gonna have a chance here to shoot him before he's noticed us, and that's exactly what happens here. We get some hits out of the way, and there's actually another enemy plane. Now we're gonna try and do some more damage to this guy. I believe it's a whirlwind. There goes a nice engine fire, and we are gonna leave him alone. And now we're gonna try and kind of dive a little bit and see if we can catch up to this guy. Yeah, that was a whirlwind Mark 1. Someone commented saying that if it has 500-pound bombs, it should be whirlwind Mark 2. I haven't read into it online too much, but I don't know, maybe that's a mistake on the game side. There's a was it P-38? Almost looked like a P-38. We ran out of 20 mil, and I was like, okay, if he's not gonna turn with me now, we're just gonna ditch him, we're gonna leave him, and we're going to grab some more 20 mils, bombs as well. And obviously the 7.92s are still okay, but you know, 20 mils are 20 mils, and P-38 is down. We get assists. We got a nice friendly in another aircraft flying with us for this game. This guy was Gral Victor Pazestas Sorro. I probably completely butchered his name, but he did well at the times he was into the plane. Now there's an APC and a tank, and I'm like, okay, I'll try and get some gunshots on that APC just to make sure we get assist when it's taken out. Then we're gonna switch to the tank. We're gonna drop our bombs here. And yeah, this is where we get the assist for an APC, and we get the purging with our bombs, which is really, really cool. On a turnaround, I spot an enemy plane. He sees me instantly, misses all the shots here. He's gonna be way faster than me because he's just coming off the spawn, high altitude, high speed. We're still carrying that wing damage, because you can see every single time I kind of turn, the plane wants to swerve aggressively to the right side. And I'm not gonna lie, that guy was so fast that I've lost him completely at this stage. I have no idea where he's. And then I see in the kill feed, 12.7 mil M2 Browning takes down my friendly Focke-Wulf 190 D12, I believe it was, and he's already coming my way. So fast he was. The P-38s are mental. We get some hits straight in his face. He tries to take me out, I think, with his H-FARs. Yeah, we're trying to turn for him, and yeah, for the most of this fight with this guy, I can't lie, I would just keep on missing him the whole time. Now, I didn't see in the kill feed back then, but he just did a 500-pound bombing run, so he's somewhere near the cap zone apparently, and we're still looking for him. There's a friendly paratrooper plane coming in as well, and I spot some tracers, and we instantly try to hitch onto these tracers. Friendlies on the ground get him, and I didn't really pay attention too much, but that was a P-38 that was just shot down, and I'm like, was that the guy? Was that the guy? And it wasn't the guy, because the guy that we were chasing earlier actually was a P-47. So this game was actually very fulfilled with aircraft, and for as long as, you know, P-38 isn't a top tier, it is still a really, really hella good plane, and I'd say in terms of like performance, it's faster and more maneuverable than this thing, especially carrying the damage. We managed to find our big friend with HVAR rockets, Mr. Maverick. It looks like he's from Czechia. This guy was putting up a solid fight to us. And yeah, we're just trying to take our chances here while we can, because we still carry that wing damage. And it looked like we did a good damage enough for this guy not to be flying for too much longer. And while we have time, we are going back to rearm, and there goes the P-47 down. And yeah, the team is doing really well. Actually, the team is doing really well. We've taken 3 points. I'm not sure when I'm gonna check the score sheet, but I'm pretty sure we've kind of pissed off a couple of people on the enemy team, and I think there's quite a few guys that have left the game kind of early, because I don't know why people just, they tend to lose the first point or something, or they tend to die like quickly once or twice. You can see, yeah, there's quite a few guys, you know, at least 4 or 5 left from the enemy team. It was kind of worrying, because I was thinking, is there going to be any tanks to bomb? Is there going to be APCs to shoot at? Is there going to be any enemy planes to still fight with? But luckily, those guys that were trying to play, and they were trying to use all squads and planes and tanks, they did you know, they kept on spawning. And you can see my traditional kind of wide approach to the battlefield. We didn't go straight to the battlefield, straight to the cap zone, because I like to go wide, and I like to see enemy planes coming into the battlefield. And this is how we caught this guy. Now, if he would have kept turning towards me here, I think it's a whirlwind again, he probably could out-turn me, because we are still carrying that wing damage. For some reason, he decides to go left, right. If he would just gone left, right, and up and over, we'd probably be toast. But I don't know, not many people do this maneuver. I'm kind of scared from these balloons, because I can kind of turn, but not that well. And again, he just kind of turns in a circle, and then he kind of straightens out and tries to go the other way. It just keeps on giving me chances here to, you know, to get some hits there. And he's definitely missing a wingtip there. He's not going to be flying for 2 more longer. And yeah, he's gone down. We still have our bombs, so we're not quite going back rearming, but you can see, again, we're doing this kind of slight climb, slightly kind of wide turn towards the cap zone. So if enemy spawns a plane now, we're surely going to be in a prime position to just jump on it and you know, give ourselves the most chances we can. We marked something, looked like an APC. Is that an APC? I don't actually know. It looks like an APC to me, because I'm doing this voiceover from the editing software, so it's not quite the full screen. Or maybe it's a tank. I'm not entirely sure, actually. You'll be able to see it clearly in the video, obviously, on the YouTube. No, that's an APC, confirmed. There's my friendly coming back in with some 20 mils, doing some strafing runs and dropping some bombs. It was a universal carrier. He's gone now. And yeah, we're just literally looking for some targets. I kind of lost that tank earlier that we had. Now, obviously, editing the video, I've seen the muzzle flash. I dropped these bombs, just closed eyes, hoping for a miracle. And obviously we don't get the tank, it's just a splash on him. But at least I know there's a Sherman somewhere. So we know we're going to come back and we're going to try and get him. At the same time, friendly's doing good with balloons. We've got plenty of tickets, and the team is absolutely smashing this out of the park with capturing 750 tickets. And we are moving on to the last point here. And yeah, there's an enemy tank left quite far away from a safe place on the battlefield, because we've just moved on to the next point. We mark him, and the Sherman is gone. We try to keep marking, just keep marking, because you can always find some lucky marks, some APCs, some tanks. And then I was like, okay, we might as well try and take out a couple of balloons if we can. And then I noticed a plane. I don't know why this guy, like, he didn't see me or something, but he didn't even move. Like, he did not even move. I don't know, he was so zoomed into a target or something. But we managed to get an insta engine fire, a very lucky engine fire. And now you can see my rudder, it's constantly compensating for the wing damage that we've been carrying the whole game. So I mean, I'll take some credit for that, because, you know, we are fighting P-38s, P-47s, things like that, with a wounded plane that you can really feel in the controls. Now my friendly's shooting down balloons as well, and I'm like, you know, what else are you gonna do? Shooting a couple of more. The lightning effects are pretty cool. I think they could probably update those as well a little bit. Where they look quite cool for, like, when they were added, I think they've been tweaked like maybe once or something. They could probably tweak them a little bit more. Now I'm just going for an infantry run, dropping all the bombs we can, trying to get some balloons here. We managed to bomb a few guys. destroy like a rally point or something. And back we go. We check our 6. And there is a plane with HR. Maybe I should have turned instantly, but I knew this guy's gonna see me regardless if I go straight or if I turn. And this is probably gonna be end of us because we're trying to kind of maneuver in between the 3s, but you know, he's got my number, and down we finally go to our big friend Maverick. Shout out to the Maverick. He was putting up, you can see there's at least 4 or 5 guys that left the enemy team, but this guy just kept with it, and he was still trying to the last second. And yeah, because I knew there's no really point to try and get the Romanian plane back again. I was like, okay, I know where he's gonna be. He's gonna be coming from my rearming side because that's where he was chasing me. We're spawning a K4, and I was thinking it's gonna be an easy takedown, but you're gonna see how close this is gonna be. We actually bonk his wing. My prop is fine, and our plane is fine, and we somehow survive this. I don't know, dude. Yeah, and I look over my shoulder, and there's another one. I was like, okay, let's just keep on coming. At this stage, I didn't know it's a friendly or enemy, but you know, flying out here now, I see the tail silhouette. I'm like, okay, another P-38. I will gladly do the honors, sir. And flying this thing, I instantly, obviously this thing's not damaged, right? I instantly felt like how this thing pulls and the speed and everything. We chop off the wing, we need to finish off the tail. He actually almost shoots me while spinning around there at the last second. And yeah, trying to do some ground striking, again getting my good friend Maverick. P-38 crashes, we're trying to shoot some balloons, 1, 2, 3. The team is just, we're not dropping below 700 tickets at all. The team has done really good. Obviously, I guess when the enemy team is half left, it's probably significantly easier to take the points. Now we're just me and Friendly just shooting down some balloons, and actually noticed some tracers. This guy's trying to chase my Friendly, and we're just gonna fully commit to this approach. There goes the whirlwind, the same guy, dude. I got you the 3rd time in the same game. I do apologize, dude. It is what it is. Some games are meant to be, some games are just trash, I guess, on their side, you could say. So I mean, they got really unlucky with the team that just decided to, half of the team literally just decided to leave. And I didn't really expect to have any more resistance in this game, so we just keep on clearing some of the balloons just to get ourselves a bit more points at the end of the day. And this is our game 1. We're just gonna check out the score sheet. We're gonna go for another one where we're gonna be versing a specific aircraft that is very, very dangerous on the Soviet side when we're gonna get to the Berlin game. And yeah, this is how we did. This is our medals, and we got extra 3 kills with the 109 K4, so we would be on 6 vehicle kills, tanks and planes together. I'd say solid showing if you bear in mind, if we take something that's a level 1 into a level 5 fight, you know, it did pretty well. Here we are in Berlin. It's the river crossing instantly. There's almost no hope to win this. Yeah, we're attacking, so we'll see how it goes. I see some massive tracers, thinking maybe a tank. But in the kill feed, you can see there's a Dishka. I didn't actually notice that till the last second. I was still trying to mark for a tank. And sorry, and then I remembered this is actually where they're spawning. We got friendly tanks on the ground. You will see cooked T-34 100 cooked by my friendly Tiger. We dropped some bombs, smacked the tank actually with the bombs, and there goes an IS-2 1944. So we've instantly annihilated 2 very, very dangerous targets on the enemy team. Surprisingly, we've actually touched onto the point, but don't worry, this game is not going to be shown all the way till the end. Again, we do our wide turnaround. We're still trying to mark for enemy tanks, which we successfully do. And I just want to absorb the battlefield from like a distance, and it pays off because we find a marker that we are starting to chase. And looking at this thing is like, what is this thing? Kind of big, and then I was like, ah, that's probably bonk. And we're going down at 25 mil from the ground. Yeah, these guys are not joking around. They're like, I'm not gonna let this guy live. So the plane that we just saw on our screens was the A-20 Boston. Not many people played, I ain't gonna lie, but some still do. Maybe that's like a a fresh unlock for you. You're probably gonna play it because, you know, you want some bombs. We managed to mark yet another tank, and I can see 2 plane marks. Now, I know one is the Boston. By the way, we are back in the Romanian plane. And now this other guy, I was like, okay, I didn't go for him because I thought he's gonna crash here. He pulled off at the last second, and now that's gonna be the big dangerous plane that we're gonna be fighting with here. For some reason, I don't know, I managed to get an oil leak on that A20, and maybe he's looking at that thinking, okay, maybe that's enemy or something, because he completely just missed me. We went low to the ground underneath, and now we're the ones chasing. And you can see, like, we're doing under 300 true airspeed, and he's away. Like, top tier planes is something else. Now, this A20 is gonna play some role here. I wasn't really thinking of it as a threat, but he managed to pull his nose up and he actually tried to strafe me. I was like, okay, dude, chill. Get some tail damage. Unfortunately, again, we're gonna have to fly with the damage, and we're trying to shoot this guy. And this is LA7, one of the best turning planes in the game. And honestly, we take damage from the plane. I slowed it down and I looked at it frame by frame by frame, and we take damage like after he's pretty much already past us. So I don't know if his props hit me or wingtip hit me, because there is 0 chance he was able to shoot me. He was already past me. Now, I see this tank, and I realize at the last second he's kind of behind a building semi. I didn't want to risk my bombs, so we're just keeping them. Going for an A20. He's holding up as a champ. Like, he's just refusing to go. He's got like 2 fuel leaks. Fuselage, engine fuel leak. The left side has an oil leak, and he is still flying. I don't recall having American A20 being that strong. This is the area where we had an AA gun earlier. We get a kill on the ground, then we drop bombs onto the tank, and we end up chasing the A20. And it kind of all falls to place. We got T-34-100, which is really fun to play, by the way. And a Boston Mark III A20 is down as well. And we are basically RTB. If you pay attention to the hit cam, there was an IS-2. There was an IS-2 that we splashed as well. I didn't notice that back in the game. Now you can see it in the kill feed. He just took out the Panzer IV-J, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna spend my 7.92s on these, because the first 2 planes went down really easily, but these 2 that I'm trying to shoot here takes forever, and we're actually gonna run out like to the last rounds of the ammo. And I know I probably should have checked back. I probably should have looked behind me, which I did not do. Yeah, there goes my ammo. We are turning, and there's an enemy. And yeah, this is the end of that. We go down by an LA7. Actually not, there's a 12.7, so I don't actually know what shot me down there, but this is where it ends. Well, there you have it, ladies and gents, the Romanian super fighter in the German army. And I'll be honest, as long as you get Normandy games, you can there or thereabout kind of get through with this thing. I feel like if you're gonna get Soviet games where people actually spawn planes and all of the fast, super maneuverable, sharp fighters, you're probably gonna be in trouble. But kind of hustling around with the Americans, this thing is actually capable of doing it in top tier as well. There's probably other planes that it's going to be easier to do it with, but just putting things in perspective, that this thing is BR1 is very solid even in the top tier. I was about to cough, but it kind of disappeared suddenly. Anyway, thanks for the commenting. Make sure you write down below if you want anything else for me to play. I've got a long list already with your comments that I should record, but I haven't yet. So fingers crossed I'll do it one day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.